Hey, I'm Susan Carothers with High School Sports Weekly, and we are excited to expand this year into other areas of Alabama. We spent some time today here at Trinity Presbyterian School in Montgomery, Alabama, and got to talk to several of their athletes. All right, Addie, thank you so much for being with us here today. First of all, just tell me, who, in your own words, who is Addie Cherry?
I'm a junior and I go to Trinity, and I love to play sports, volleyball and basketball, and yeah.
Well, I understand that when you were a freshman, your coach asked you to move up to varsity. Tell me about that conversation and how that felt.
Well, I didn't know I was going to be pulled up until I saw it on the list, and honestly, I was kind of surprised. I wasn't really expecting it, but my first year, it was fun, but I was a little nervous at the beginning, but then as the season went on, it got a lot better and it was really fun.
Okay, tell me, what do you think that experience taught you that's helped you, as you've gone through the next couple of years?
Honestly, I've been on varsity for 2 years, and so it's kind of helped me become more of a leader on my team, and yeah, just leadership.
I read an article that your coach said about you that you have incredible leadership qualities, but also a really high volleyball IQ. So tell me how you feel like those two things together have helped you be a leader on your team.
Well, just telling my hitters where to hit and where the open spots are on the court, and just things like that.
Okay, tell me about some of the records you've broken. I hear that you've broken some records.
Yes, ma'am. Well, I hit my 1,000th assist a week ago, I think, and yeah.
Very good. Well, tell me about your plans for the future. Do you have any plans for college, or what might come next?
Well, me and my parents have been talking about it, but we're looking into some colleges right now, but I'm not really sure yet. So.
Okay, great. And you've got a tournament coming up this weekend.
Yes,
so
ma'am.
What about the rest of the season? What's it looking like?
Well, we've already had so many tournaments this season, which have been really fun because last year we didn't get to do as many because of COVID and stuff. But we still have a lot of games left. Next week we have 2 big area games, so we're getting ready for that, and I'm really excited for that.
Very good. Yeah. You think you're going to win state this year?
We're hoping so. I mean, I don't know. There's some good teams in our area right now, so.
Very good. Well, good luck to you and to your team.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Coach Shook, you are here, second season, pretty settled in. How does it feel?
It feels great, Susan. Thank you for coming. Thank you for doing this for Trinity, and I know it means a lot to you coming here, so appreciate your time. But no, being here in my second season is still mornings I wake up and just, can't believe, I'm the head coach here at Trinity, where I graduated almost really 19, going on 20 years ago.
Well, so, I wanted to talk about that. So that 20 years here at the school, right?
Almost, not quite, but yes. So being an alumni from here really, I think allows me to connect with our players and all really student athletes on a really deeper level, and able to express to them some experiences I went through walking these halls, and experiences and some trials we went through, so I think it gives me a leg up in some areas.
Great.
So,
well, was this always your long-term plan or your dream to be back here at Trinity?
Well, I knew at a young age that I really wanted to be a head coach, and I really wanted to use this platform to impact young people in a positive way. And so where the good Lord was going to put me, I did not know. At first, early in my career, thought I wanted to be a college coach and a college head coach, but doing that for 4 to 5 years, I found out that those guys, 20, 21, 22-year-olds, you can impact them, but not nearly as easily as you can if you're in a high school setting, especially when you're talking about a K through 12 setting, to where you're around these kids for 12 years of their life. And so really having that long-term lasting impact on people, I think, is much more plausible here at a setting where it's K through 12. And so I felt like that's where the Lord wanted me.
Great. Well, in a community like Montgomery, you mentioned, K through 12, kids are here all the way through. Also, in this community, this is tight knit. Some of these kids go to church, play intramural or play community sports with kids from your rival schools. So
Absolutely.
Tell me a little bit about how that feels on a Friday night.
Well, I think it makes the rivalry that much sweeter, that much intense. Because you're right, our players go to First Baptist Church, they go to Fraser, they go to Trinity Church, they go to United Methodist Church, and you know, players, student athletes from other schools, our rivals, they're playing with each other at youth camp, you know, in the summer, and they're going to all these different camp trips with them, and so there are a lot of good friends that battle it out, whether it's on the volleyball court, whether it's on the football field, the baseball diamond. But yeah, I think it makes those rivalries that much sweeter. Yeah, for sure.
So you were 10-3 last year,
yes.
Undefeated so far this year.
Right.
Pretty good for a new coach, right?
Well,
so where do you see this going the rest of the season?
Very, very grateful for our administration. Our AD, Coach Lassiter, does a great job of getting not only this staff but her other staffs what they need to be successful. And so very, very grateful for that. And our staff, I really like our staff, the cohesiveness of our staff. We get along really well. We work well together. Nobody's working for each other. We're working with each other. And I think our kids feed off of that. I think our kids feel that. And so anytime you have a good locker room environment, anytime your staff is working well together, I like our chances. Our boys bust their tails every day, and they're pleasers, they're very coachable, and they play hard. And anytime you have a group of guys like that, you have a chance to be pretty successful.
That's great. So what is special about this particular team this year? What's the juice?
Well, I think everybody keeps talking about last year's senior class. Last year's senior class was really talented. I think some people viewed them as overachieving. We didn't view them that way. We knew what we had coming into the year, and they earned it. I mean, 10 wins is pretty impressive. So very, very proud of that group. But this year's senior class has heard about them, and everybody keeps talking about them. And so I think they're doing a great job of establishing their own identity, and I think they're playing with a chip on their shoulder to say, hey, we are pretty good too. And I think that is giving us a little edge in some games.
Good luck the rest of the season. We'll be watching.
Thank you, Susan.
Hey guys, thank you all so much for being here with us today. I understand that you're all on Trinity's varsity football team. First of all, I want you all to just tell us a little bit in your own words who you are.
Well, my name is Coleman Stanley, and I love playing football. I love playing baseball. If I had to pick the two, I'd probably pick football as my favorite sport, just because it's more interactive. There's more stuff to it. It's a little more complicated. And outside of school and outside of football and baseball, I like to hunt and I like to fish.
Same as Coleman. My name is Matt McClinton, and football's been my favorite sport since I was in elementary school, and so I played every year since the 4th or 5th grade, and I've loved it since then. I hunt and fish outside of school like Coleman does.
Daniel Scott, and just like both of them, football is definitely my favorite sport. I've actually dropped other sports to focus on football, and I like to hunt and fish and hang out with friends.
So I understand that you are undefeated this year so far. Tell me a little bit about this team, what makes it special?
Well, I think the first reason you could say we're undefeated is really this group of seniors. We got a great group of guys. We got a strong offensive line. We got 4 seniors on the line, stuff like that. I mean, they really take leadership out there. They allow us to run the ball, and they allow us to throw the ball too. When you have 4 seniors up front that can really just impose their will on someone, it's hard to stop you as an offense.
Coleman's right, but I think we've done a better job this year of taking it week by week and not getting ahead of ourselves. And last year we may have had a tendency to look ahead of our schedule and see what's down the road, but this year we're taking week by week, and that's why we're 5-0 now.
I'd like to shout out the coaching. I mean, we have a great group of seniors, but I mean, I think the coaching has been outstanding, and kind of like what Max says, we get better, 1% better every single day.
So it sounds like you guys are very busy. Multiple sports, school, hunting, fishing. How do you balance all that and stay on top of your schoolwork and still be outstanding athletes?
Well, I'm gonna be honest. It's a struggle. There's not much free time. If you're tired, you don't usually get a nap. Because when you're not doing football, you're doing baseball. When you're not doing baseball, you got to study. When you're not studying, you want to do stuff in your free time like hunting and fishing. So it's tough, but I think it's all worth it in the grand scheme of things.
And this is not the first time we've done this. We started doing balancing all this since we were really young, and so every year it's just added on, compounded. And I think by the time we got to this age, it's not as hard as it looks, but it is a struggle sometimes, like Coleman said.
Yeah, I mean, it really just comes down to, I mean, obviously we have football practice every day, and I mean, honestly, as long as you just stay on top of your schoolwork, you know, times, you know, on the weekends and stuff, times where your friends will come.
Well, you're all seniors, so tell me what your plans are for next year.
I plan on attending Auburn University. I'll be rooming in, we got a little house. It'll be me, Mac, McLean, and I think somebody from MA. So that's what we plan on doing. I'm not sure quite yet what I'm studying, but that's how it'll go.
I'd like to study either building science or business in college, and like Coleman said, I either go to Auburn or I might have a future in football in college. So.
I'm going to Alabama, probably one of the only ones going to Alabama, and I'm going to probably focus on exercise science.
All right, last question. Are y'all going to win state this year?
That's the goal. Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely.
If we get better every single day, we will.
Well, good luck. We'll all be watching for you and rooting for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Thanks.